What is up, guys? It is Chris Casual here. I finally am able to do the video that I've wanted to do for a while now. It is about the history and the evidence of the Book of Mormon and Joseph Smith. And so this is a bit of a history video. I've done all my research. I got all the pictures together. So now we just read off the script that I made, put it all into an editing software, and put it all together. So this is it. Let's get started. So it starts off with Joseph Smith made it all up. Well, let's explain this. 1829, a 23-year-old farm boy, Joseph Smith, dictates over 500 pages, what becomes the Book of Mormon, in about 60 days. No drafts, no revisions, no editing process like normal authors, just straight dictation. So let's go ahead and go into evidence number 1 with the eyewitnesses. Not rumors, documented statements. The 3 witnesses, Oliver Cowdery, David Whitmer, and Martin Harris, said they saw the plates and an angel. The 8 witnesses said they physically handled the plates. And here's what hits. Some of these men later turned against Joseph Smith, and they were also excommunicated from the church. But they never publicly denied their testimony of seeing and handling the golden plates. Not once. Evidence number 2, the dictation process. Primary sources like Emma Smith and Oliver Cowdery describe the same process. Joseph speaking, scribe writing page after page. Emma Smith said he could stop, come back later, and then continue exactly where he left off without having to have anyone read it back to him or also reading back what he had said before. That's just crazy to me. Like, how can someone actually do that and not have to read it back to remember exactly where they left off at? But he would just come back at a later time or another day and just continue exactly where he left off. The evidence number 3, the 116 pages, the lost pages of the Book of Mormon. So it says in 16 pages get lost by Martin Harris. If this is fake, this is where it falls apart, correct? So why not just rewrite it, right? But he didn't. He didn't rewrite the lost 116 pages. The narrative shifts, and a parallel account replaces it. That's not how I would fix a lie. If I was trying to cover up a lie, I wouldn't fix it by just completely changing it. I would just rewrite what I wrote down the first place because I would remember it. But yeah. Let's move on to evidence number 4. I hope I am saying this right. It is a very hard word to pronounce. I'm sorry in advance. But it says the chiasmus plus knowledge gap and a farm boy. Now, where it gets really uncomfortable for critics, in 1967, John W. Welch identified chiasmus in the text, a complex, intentional literary structure found in ancient Hebrew writing. An example of this is going to be Alma 36 out of the Book of Mormon. Here's the historical reality. Chiasmus, as an ancient Hebrew structure, was not widely known or taught in early 1800s America. So explain this. How does a 23-year-old farm boy with limited education accidentally produce complex layered Hebrew-style structures across a 500-page dictated text? That's not random, in my opinion, right? Hundreds of names. Moving on to evidence 5, by the way. Hundreds of names, multiple authors, different voices, interwoven timelines, and it stays consistent. And it stays consistent without him picking back up and reading where he left off at. Just continuous, straightforward shots. So it stays consistent without revisions. Evidence number 6. I know this video isn't as long as I wanted it to be, but it's kind of hard to do a long video when you don't have a lot of time. So evidence number 6, a physical manuscript. We still have parts of the original manuscript today, real ink, real handwriting, showing a continuous dictation process. This is documented history, by the way. Evidence number 7, real-world consequences. A church is organized in 1830. It grows fast, and Joseph Smith is jailed. He's mocked, and he's ridiculed, and he's also hunted down and eventually killed in 1844. So ask yourself this: why would he do all that just to be mocked, ridiculed, followed, and die for it if he knew it was a lie? So here's what you're left with: a rapid dictation, multiple eyewitness statements, a complex structured text, real manuscripts, real consequences, and the explanation is he just made it up. Doesn't make any sense to me. So no, saying that it's just made up is the easy answer. The real question is, can you actually explain the evidence? There's also a new Mayan record that has been found that identifies on the picture of the stone that it's been found on, perfectly matches Lehi's dream and vision of the tree of life. So that's just another thing of evidence that kind of shows that Joseph Smith, who didn't have a high education, knew what he was doing when he translated the Book of Mormon. That being said, that's it for the video. I do hope you guys enjoyed. I know it's a very short one. But yeah, God bless, and see you guys in the next one.